Hello everybody, welcome back. This is going to be episode 30 for our legendary Vampire Counts campaign for Total War Warhammer. I am the Strategy Professor. Sorry for cutting off in the middle of that. I forgot that if I click into the game, then sometimes it makes the audio do weird things, so I just paused for a second there. This is a pure campaign. If you're joining us for the very first time, that means that we don't abuse the auto-resolve system, we don't assassinate lords on the campaign map, and we don't do any other shenanigans or tomfoolery that might otherwise give us an unfair advantage over the AI. So I like playing that way. Hopefully you like watching campaigns that are like that. And here we go. Okay, so last episode, we cleaned up one of the back doors here, but then the Greenskins just came barreling up here with like 4 armies. They've decided to leave one back here. They have a smaller one coming this way to take out Grom's Peak. It's not a huge deal if they get that. I mean, it is giving us, what is it giving us per turn? 100. Oh, nothing. It's giving us nothing, so we really don't care about that too much. It does have a population growth surplus, so yeah, that's a thing, but it's okay. We can work around that. Nashrak's lair is, we already sold everything because we saw them coming up here, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's certainly not awesome if they're going to get this. What we need to do is try to contain them over here before they get to Khazad Irkulaz, which, I mean, once again, it's not the end of the world if they get that, but this is all stuff I'm going to have to repopulate and clean up. And I just don't have time for that because the party never stops over here on the left side, right? Like, it's just non-stop various Empire factions right now. This is just King of the Hill right here in the moot. So right now the Border Princes have it. It's been occupied by probably 5 different countries, all of which team up and are at war with me, which is fine. I mean, we'll just kill them all. But it is getting difficult to finance all of this. I mean, because the thing is, I can't split my armies too thin, because all of these are 20 stacks. I mean, they're all respectable. They all have legendary stats. Well, not this, but a lot of these are. So it's not like I can just get 5 armies with, 10 each in them. And that's very bad for your income as well, right? Because you get that extra penalty per lord that you're fielding. Yeah, right now I'm getting an extra 15% penalty, so it's not great. Okay, let's go ahead and do the skill trees first, and we'll figure it out. I've kind of looked a little bit into this, and I have some ideas. Likes humans, what? Oh, she got a hot spot for some humans, huh? Helm of Discord. I want that to probably be on a main lord. Let me see if other lords have things like that. Spell shield. Yeah, we can give him the helm. It's because they're going to be really mobile. They have mounts pretty early on. Hates humans. Okay. So it's a love-hate relationship with this army. Alright, so we can give her that. I haven't rejiggered the items in a while, so sure, she can have that. Now, I also don't abuse Spirit Leech if this is your first time in this campaign. I know sometimes people don't like watching other vampire campaigns, or at least I suspect maybe they don't, because some other streamers just abuse the heck out of Spirit Leech. Just run around, Spirit Leech, Kite, use regenerating monsters like Vargulf just to charge and run away. And just do all kinds of shenanigans. We try to fight real fights and not abuse Spirit Leech. I don't even have it leveled up. So we did use it a little bit early on, but I like using the regeneration magic more. I think it makes for a better fight. It's a little more fun rather than assassinating lords. Now, there are some times when I will use Spirit Leech, but I don't abuse it, I don't believe. Is this a new one? I can't remember. They changed so many things in these patches. Wait, how does she not have a Barded Nightmare? I thought for sure she did. I'm almost positive that I had Barded Nightmare. Maybe I'm thinking of a different campaign, or maybe I'm thinking of a different vampire that's a higher level. Okay, yeah, so she has it. Yeah, I guess I'm thinking of something else. So it's hunger now for her. I mean, this stuff's really nice. Unit replenishment is just really, really good. I've learned that with pretty much every campaign. It's just like, anytime you can get that, it's just crazy. Like, it's so good. Especially with the vampires. I mean, you see how much I'm replenishing with some of these. Like, bats are getting like 50% back. Like, just everything is healed to full almost every fight when you're in your own territory with that vampiric corruption. I think it stacks additively. I believe. Not 100% about that, but I believe that's how it works. Which means that, you know, you could, in theory, get up to 100%, unless there's a cap somewhere that I don't know about. Let me know in the comments if you know how that works exactly. But to my mind, it seems to stack additively, because right now I have something in the neighborhood of, you know, probably 40 or 50%, and it looks like 40 or 50% gets regenerated every turn. Alright, so what I think is, I just need, well, I definitely need one army to come over here and deal with these guys so they don't take Swartzoffen and then Karag Dramar and all that stuff. So I gotta shut that up. How much? It's 1,000. Ugh. And I don't think it gains any per turn. It has a little sliver of green there. Is it causing public order problems? Not really. Okay, so I need to run over here to defend Swartzoffen. I think I can do it with a dash, right? I cannot. But I can at least hit them back if they take it, probably. Do I need to... I don't guess I need to hire anything this turn if I can't get into defense range anyways. Okay, so let's just go over... Where's the Vampiric Corruption stronger? It's probably here. 94... 79, yep. So we'll go right here. Just on the edge.
Follow me.
Alright, some okay stuff here. There's obviously juicier stuff over here, because I've killed so many backdooring people that there's just corpses everywhere. There's millions of corpses. Alright, so we'll just hold off and see what they do. This army, the only problem is they have a lot of these pistoliers that are very highly upgraded. So I don't have a good solution to that other than just like throw zombies at them and just let the zombies die, just as meat shields. I could also get, well, I can't get it this turn, but over here, if I wanted to, you can get the Graveguard with the silver shield. And they're pretty good because they have heavy armor. They have a lot of HP, and the silver shield blocks 50% instead of the bronze shield that only blocks 30%. So I could just walk the Graveguard at them and just soak shots. Because they don't have armor piercing on those. And I'd be blocking 50% anyways. I don't know if they get a penalty if they fire while they're moving in terms of accuracy or whatever. I don't know how that works. But anyways. That's what we're going to do with him. We do have a Banshee over here. I don't remember what I was doing with her. Could potentially assassinate people if I want to. Oh, there's another one over here. Okay. What level is this one? Oh no, that's Manfred. I kind of need to put her with an army that's going to fight. I could put her with this army. Makes sense. Now, I do want to get these high-tech units. I mean, I teched all the way up to here really quickly. I just, with all this craziness constantly just going on, there's just no way I can upgrade this stuff right now. I mean, the cool thing is once I finally do get the upgrades, then a lot of times I can keep those units, so I don't have to have, you know, recruitment centers everywhere. It's nice if I do, but my core group of units that are really sweet, like the Blood Knights and stuff, I won't have to recruit them as much because we have such high replenishment. So that's a perk. We are passively just spreading a lot of Vampiric Corruption also. So these places are getting warmed up for when we finally come over here and start dealing with them. So we do have some good things going on, but we just can't hold this area. Like, they just suicide sack this. It's pretty aggravating. But I think over here I'm going to go ahead and get... Now, Empire has things over here, so they might take this. And then that means they might take this. But I think it's probably worth the risk just to throw down a gibbet here. If it looks like they're coming up, then I can just cancel it later, but this is going to come up soon, and that's going to give 750 income, which is a godsend right now, and that'll give 100. But let's see. So he's taking care of this. Manfred, I think I just want to sack this. I don't know if I also want to occupy it or not. I could just sack it and like run away up here to try to deal with this. What can we hire? Not that much here. Okay, let's go ahead and sack it and just see what we get here.
My sword.
Yeah, I'm just gonna auto-resolve. They don't have a lord. I mean, they're just gonna get crushed. And I should be able to regenerate all of this back when I get back into my own territory. Now, I didn't see any other armies around here, so you know, occupying it after a sack is on the table. First of all, we definitely want to sack it because it's worth so much money. I mean, obviously we can't hold it, but the thing is it gives us vision to see where everyone else is, and we would get like a little bit of extra cash. Is Ostermark at war with Empire? Or Ostland, let me see. No. So, I mean, Ostland could take this in theory. Also on the table, I could just run back over here and just forget that and just come back and sack it later. Just let them repair it. And come back and get it again later. Go ahead and upgrade her. Give her the post-loot amount. Give her some everything. And then we can give her. You get a ton of heroes as the vampires because you have that one skill that just gives you a vampire every time. And that's probably what's costing us quite a bit of money. But frankly, they are just amazing. Like, they're up there. They're one of my favorite heroes in the game. I also like the Minotaur heroes for the Beastmen, but I think vampires might even be better than that in my mind because you get such early casualty replenishment. They get a mount that's really good. They're very effective in combat. They get the hunger. So they're a little bit different. They're kind of, their support in terms of casualty replenishment and being a really solid fighter overall, being very self-sustaining. But that Minotaur just gives so many raw stats. He's extremely powerful. Either way, you want both of them. As many of them as you can get. Okay, so let's go ahead and run over here. So we have a little bit more money to play with. I think I want to get back into my territory. So we can actually recruit here this turn if we want to. Now, Black Knights only take a turn, which is really sweet, actually. To build. After playing some of the other campaigns, you know, Cavalry usually takes a couple of turns to build. But they don't, so that's a good thing. We do have a little bit of money to play around with. I don't want to spend too much, but I don't think I can 2v1 these guys. I mean, one of them is a wall army, as we can see, because they all have these upgraded hashtags, or whatever these things are here, rooftops. Obviously, they're not hashtags. I don't know why I call them hashtags, but they've got the blue things, okay? They've got the blue things. I don't think I can take 40 by myself. That'd be really cool if I could. Just thinking, because I need to be very careful. Like, I don't want to overload on this side and then just have, like, Empire roll up with 3 stacks and just burn everything. You can't be off sides with Vampire counts. I could send my biggest, baddest lord up here. He can kill this by himself, easily. Then I could sandwich Manfred with this guy and have him meet up, potentially, and take these guys down. I think that my 40 would definitely beat their 40 if it came down to that. Or I could probably beat them with even, like, maybe 30? just depends. I can't see what units they have. I mean, they have a big in there, so it's tough to say. Usually, I think in general, like the Vampire Count's mid-tier units are much stronger than the mid-tier units for the Greenskins. Early game units, like the zombies and stuff, of course the Greenskins are going to be stronger. But alright, so let's get... what do I need here? I've got some good big beasts. Just need a little bit more of a line. Now I could just get zombies to hold the line and then rely on flanking. I can't sit here for 2 turns. I'm only going to be able to build this turn, if I even build. I could also just dash and just not build, but I think I probably need to build a little bit more. It's going to be expensive. I also need to think about cost, so just good cost-efficient units. He does have a couple of rock lobbers, so taking a couple of bats is probably a good idea, just to get onto those. Maybe one more grave guard. Those are a lot more expensive than zombies, but they actually kill things. I mean, there's a chance that I might just have to fight them 20 on whatever. 20 on 40. That would free me up if I just totally decked out this army and just got a really nice 20 stack. That would free me up to be able to go deal with other threats. These are 184. Charge bonus of 26. I could throw them in here with these guys. They have nice armor and shields, which is a little bit different. They're very fast. I think... go for 1 cavalry just to mix it up a little bit. Now our line is a little suspicious here. Like, we need a bit more infantry. We can fill it out with zombies on the way there. Okay, looks good. I don't see any battle symbols here. But I'm going to wait a turn because I don't want to pay the upkeep on them. So I could just buy zombies, run up here, and then just buy some more zombies if I have to. Alright, so that's good. I think just sending one more army up here, like this 17 stack with the 24 lord, can probably take care of business. Now, it's not as strong as Manfred's army. It's a lot of skeletons in here. He does have the upgrade, though, right? He was one of my first ones. Yeah, he does have the Unliving Host. And he has Walking Dead. Just looking here. Anything that's cost? No. Oh, that's pretty good. But the other campaigns, I'm getting a much greater appreciation the more that I play for this utility tree with lords, because a lot of times you can get things that reduce cost, and it's just very expensive. And oh dang, he has that? What? Why have I not gotten that? Oh my gosh, I need to get that like ASAP. Oh geez. Okay, so that needs to be on my priority list. That should have been higher than getting this stuff for sure. I mean, this is cute, but no. You need to get that. Like, anytime you get replenishment rate, especially if it's in the first tree, you need to get it. And I should have maxed Devastating Charge over Quick Blood. It gives 18. This Devastating Charge gives 30. And it adds to your weapon strength too. Now, yes, this is active all the time, and the charge is not. But you're a flying mount. Like, it should not be hard to reposition and get new charges in there. So that's something definitely worth considering. Recruitment cost, hero action cost minus 10%. I mean, that's okay. That's probably not worth an extra point, but this right here is definitely worth 3 points. I mean, this with the vampires and everything, that's going to be really, really good. Yes, you can, you know, replenish your units after the battle with, you know, whatever, raise dead, but, you know, the vampires can't afford to get a lot of towns up to tier 5, as you can see. So, you know, I'm not going to be able to get my really cool units every single turn. Like, I'm not going to be able to build Blood Knights every single turn in every single location. So I really, really need that replenishment so that I don't ever have to build them again. And then, yes, I can raise dead to replenish the zombies and things like that. That's fine. But the elite high-tier units, that replenishment helps so much because then you don't have to rebuild them.
This night.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. We're going to go up... okay, we're already in this dude's face. We can't really go up anymore. We can try. It's fine. He's going to keep running, probably.
More sleep shines.
And then I think I'm going to just send this guy back home. We'll keep him in this region just to help deal with any humans. We can actually get aggressive here, probably, and start taking some of this stuff. So I'm going to try to do this with 2 armies. Clean out these 4 with just 2. I think we can do it, especially with some... since we have kind of a good little stockpile here of raised dead. We can finish this up with some Graveguard, and that'll be pretty good. Okay, I think that's good. I know it's a lot of exposition, but it's really important to get these moves correct. Okay, let me just check the buildings. I don't think there's anything else I could do that was going to be worthwhile. Gibbets. Could, I mean... obviously want to build things, but I just can't afford it. It's either not in a safe location, or I can't afford it. Or probably both. In most cases. Yeah. No. But we will build up our empire very soon. We just have to deal with some of this stuff first. I think chaos is loose also, so I need to be aware of that. Yeah, here we go. Okay, we get to see his army though, at least. Okay, this is still pretty weak. They have fanatics. I'm thinking I might run more Goblin Fanatics in my Greenskins campaign. They're so cheap. They're pretty efficient for their costs. I mean, they have terrible leadership. It's not a problem if you're the AI, so you get like plus whatever to leadership 10 or something like that. But I'm definitely considering getting more of those just to round out my army. I'm getting a much greater appreciation for just saving costs as the campaigns unfold and kind of go into the mid-game here. A lot of the limiting factor is upkeep costs on your units, so if you can do more with less, that's always obviously really good. Yeah, I think I could beat this with a 20 stack. I mean, these things are kind of annoying to deal with, but they don't have a lot of them. The chariots you can just kind of ignore most of the time. They don't do that much damage. Yeah, I think we can beat this. Their line's pretty weak. They only have just goblins as their line. A little stack of goblins. We should be able to run that over. And we could run all this stuff down with knights, I think. Not the spider riders, but a lot of the stuff we can run down with knights. Okay. Now, there is a second army there, and I don't see what's in that, but it's a WA army, and WA armies are usually very low-tech. They get a lot of those little marks. They get a lot of upgrades, but they don't have a lot of tech, so. Send it in the clowns. Hopefully this guy, like, builds that up a little bit. I don't know if he's going to. That would be cool. So when I take it, yeah, there you go. Keep running up there. I was hoping he didn't loop back around Zufbar. Oh, here come the clowns. Send them in. I didn't see where this guy went. Oh, here he goes. Oh, come on, dude. God. It's just never ending. Just like on every front. This constant stream of whatever you want to call it. Oh, he took it, though. Okay. Well, at least I'm going to be able to trap and kill him next turn.
Your reach grows yet further,
Oh, nice.
great lord. Your endless victories are changing the very fates themselves.
Gosh.
The world falls before your incredible power.
This guy's so epic. He just makes you feel so good about yourself when you hear him, you know? I just want to, like, hire him to just, like, come hang out at my house and just, like, wake me up in the morning with just, like, epic. Like, your day has begun, you know, type of thing. That'd be pretty sweet. I want, like, his ringtone or something. I want him to come in and just, like, narrate my lecture notes in class or something. That'd be awesome. Oh, gosh. Alright, that would definitely... I think people would pay attention at least, you know, half the time instead of, like, 30% of the time that they might usually do in my lecture, but... Alright. By the way, if you're a student or whatever, like, teachers know if you're texting on your phone. Right, like they know if you're zoned out, they know if you're not paying attention. You know, some teachers are just more polite about it than others, right? Like, you know, some of them will just yell at you and just throw you out of the class, right, when they see you on your phone. But, like, me, I'm pretty chill. Like, I'm just looking, I'm just like, yeah, she's definitely gonna fail this paper or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna fail her because she's texting, but I know she's not going to understand what she needs to do because she's not paying attention, right? So... I try to be pretty chill about it, you know, I don't want to disrupt the class. I just think it's not worth it just to throw people out of class, you know, but I try to send people just some polite emails and things like that sometimes. Just be like, hey, I saw you texting in class, you know, could you not do that? We've got some exciting stuff coming up. Like, I try to be, you know, uplifting when I have to discipline people, but at the same time, you know, the moral of the story is just people know. People know. Like... Teachers are usually pretty smart people. Like, we can see, like, your hands below the desk. It's not, people are not as sneaky as they think they are. Just a lot of teachers are too polite to call them out. Which I think there's some merit to that. I mean, I can see both sides of the argument, but... Alright, okay, so he's got this little thing following him. Now, he is taking attrition every turn. The other, the wall army. I just really hope he doesn't go up here. I just know he's going to, though. I can just feel it. So we could just run up here. How far can we dash? Dash a little bit further up there. Do I need to hire serious units again? I don't think so. I mean, I'm already burning through money. I think I just need to get up there. And then if I have to, I can... Oh, that's why, because he has to run around that river. Gotcha. If I have to, I can raise dead. That's one cool thing about the vampires, among many things, is you can raise dead after a dash. So it gives you quite a lot of mobility. Oh, what is that? Is that a witch hunter? I haven't got one of these yet in my Empire campaign. That looks cool. Yeah, that's sweet looking. Looks like a cow, like a geriatric cowboy or something. That's awesome. But anyways, yeah, you really need that mobility because, as you can see, I mean, this is non-stop, like ridiculous, constantly. I mean, we've just been getting bombarded for 70 turns with everybody, so it's really important that you have that mobility as the vampire counts. Alright, let's get some revenge here. How bad did they tear this up? Ah, it's tier 1. Well, there wasn't anything in there to begin with, so I guess it's not that bad. And if we crush this army, they should be just about out of resources, I'm hoping. So we might be able to come in here. They might have one more army in this area. But we should be able to come in and start cleaning stuff up. That's the hope. Alright, so, I mean, we have to save this or save Oversight. Neither one of them has anything.
Not likely.
I mean, whatever, it's fine. We're going to get a rebellion up here soon, so we can send one of these armies up here to deal with the rebellion, and then maybe start claiming some of this territory. Alright. We have this, right?
By Sigma, no!
I think we should be able to lock this up. This lord has a mount, right? Yeah. Nightmare. I mean, Dark Pact is really good, but I think Unliving Host is something that you still want to get, like, quickly, because you're gonna need zombies and skeletons to fill out your army. Like, I just can't afford Graveguard with everything. You see, a lot of this is still skeletons and zombies, because I have to be able to field 4 or 5 armies, however many I have right now, just to keep up with all this. You know, if it's like, well, I won't go too far off, but if it's something like Chaos or maybe Beastmen or something, you can maybe afford to get some more elite units. But even with the Beastmen, money's really tight. Okay, let's just get into this. Should be a good fight. I think we can win it, though. I mean, we do have a lot of zombies.
Sigma forbids this.
Let me think. I could... He's a 17 Lord. What is... target if flying. Okay, pigeon. That's not a big deal. It's okay. He dashed for this? Does he have the debuff for dash? I don't think he dashed. He does have a warhorse. What are his skills? He has a lot of character skills. That means he's going to be really defensive. He's going to be very hard to kill. Probably. I mean, that's what the Empire Lords are good at, is they can scale into that. Now, he didn't upgrade his Lord, though. Just kind of weird, but... Let me see. This guy... I can't really look at his thing, but I think he has a lot of character skills as well. It's not showing me the distribution, but he probably has a lot of character skills as well. So they don't have a big line, as I've said before, but they do have a lot of these pistoliers. I probably should have hired one of those shielded knights or whatever. Did I put the wrong person down here?
Darkness comes.
No, this was the only guy that could move, I'm pretty sure.
It is
After
night.
last turn. I'm a little worried because those pistoliers. I mean, I could just fill it out with zombies. It's pretty cheap, and just make sure that I just have a full roster here. How much more? These are just way more effective, though. They're double the price. Can we get a bat? For sure. People have asked me about the hounds. I don't really like the hounds with vampire counts. They are fast, but they're not fast enough to run down pistoliers. They do have a little bit more speed, but that extra 2 is not going to matter. You're not going to be able to run down pistoliers for the most part. Like, you might be able to just barely nip at their heels, but they're just going to be running away from you and shooting. And you're just not going to be able to take them down. They are good at taking down archers, but so are my lords, and so are the cryptors, so I don't really need them. They're just so expensive. Like, they're 159 a turn. These cryptors are 210, and just look at how much more combat effective these cryptors are. Like, it's just not even close. And yes, these are a little bit faster, but I think the cryptors can serve a similar purpose. Like, if these things could actually run down pistoliers, if they were poison or something and ran like 110 speed, then yeah, absolutely I'd get them, but I just don't. I just think there are better options. Primarily the bats. I think the bats are just way better. They do exactly what you want them to do, and they cost, you know, like half as much as the direwolves. They don't have any charging cavalry, do they? No. So I don't need the spearmen. I mean, I really don't need a frontline presence. I'm just gonna save money and just get the zombies. I think we're gonna smash their front line anyways. I just need something just to throw at those pistoliers. Okay, let's raise them.
Ready.
Alright, let's do this.
Obliterate.
It's probably not going to give me odds. No, it's not. But I think we can still beat him. Because it's not accounting for tactics. Like, I can just send, like, 2 waves of zombies at these pistoliers. Just run them off the map. Yeah, all the zombies are going to die. Who cares? And then I can use the cryptors and everything else to just clean up all this stuff. I think we should be able to take him down. And if I have to, I can use some Spirit Leech action from the vampires. I can use that on their lord. He doesn't have any magic resist. He has missile resist, but not magic resist. Okay, let's do it. So the game plan, just suicide zombies at the pistoliers. That's all we can do. We don't have any units that can actually beat them. And then while the pistoliers are running away, just send everything else, kill. I mean, heck, I could send all the zombies at the Pistoliers if I wanted to. I'm not going to, but and the rest of the army could clean up whatever they have left. And then once the rest of their army dies, the Pistoliers are going to have really low morale, and they're going to run. And the fight's going to be over, so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to take them out of the fight with, you know, 450 gold worth of zombies, something like that. Alright, we'll gamble that. It's a pretty decent power reserve. Start deployment. Let's see here. So she's not mounted. He's got some good spells, melee attack armor. Yeah. Recharge rate. Probably want to go ahead and pop that early, that improved recharge rate. Alright, so we'll make her, or him, 10. All these guys, 1. 9. We'll put her with the 1 group. At the top. She's the leader. Come on, man. Alright, whatever. That's fine. Then we'll make these guys kind of our flanking 2. So, I mean, there could be an argument for running after the Pistoliers with Cryptors, but I don't think so. I mean, they just don't have enough armor for that. They do regenerate, but I just want them actually in the fight. The zombies aren't very combat effective anyways. You can hire them in every province. There's just an unlimited amount of zombies, basically. So it really doesn't matter if you lose zombies. I don't think so. Like I said earlier, I think last campaign, or last episode or something, there might, you know, it might have been correct to upgrade the zombies, or get more zombie upgrade type of stuff. I just thought, you know, I underestimated just how much these armies are going to cost in the mid-game with all this harassment, because I can't establish towns to give me enough money to afford expensive units, because I just constantly get harassed. So if they don't want to come at me, I'm happy to just chill and just get all my magic ups. They don't have a magic user, so that's on them. I don't think this is exploitative at all. As I explained several times throughout this campaign, they can come to me just as easily as I can come to them. Just chilling for more magic's fine with me. Now, I would like to save the magic for regeneration stuff, but, you know, I might also have to do it for Spirit Leech. They did nerf Spirit Leech recently, so maybe I won't feel as dirty using it. At least I think they did. They nerfed the cooldown on it. I don't know if it got more damage to compensate for that or not, but... Where are the Pistoliers? Kind of up front. The Lord's on that side. Spears. Go ahead and speed this up. It looks like they're just going to let me set up however I want to set up. Yeah, they're just going to do their little form a straight line. Just let me come at them. Just make sure we're all fresh. Yeah, we're animated, we're good. She doesn't have any items. She does have some items. Okay, vigor, speed. We'll wait until we get into a fight, I guess, a little bit, just so we can get the vigor back. Okay, so I would love to fight them where this is splitting them up. If they're going to just rotate around this like that.
Vampire!
Come on. Well, why did I lose vision of them? These are my real units, and those are kind of my junk units. I'm cool with this arrangement. Not the Banshee that far ahead. What is her potion? Just something goofy.
Right against death. I'm undead descendant.
I'll put her around on the back, or I'll get her to flank around too. See, she moves through people pretty well. Like, she's not, she does still get some unit collision. But I think she's able to sneak through units better than a lot of other lords. She has a very small unit frame too. There we go. Just get after them. It's fine. Just chase them. Get over here. Yeah, I think I am going to go ahead and just Spirit Leech. Which, this guy's the Lord. Yeah. Dang it. And zombies are keeping like 6 things busy over there. Definitely cool with that. Oops. Get in here. Yeah, I think they nerfed Spirit Leech enough to where I'm not feeling dirty about it. It only deals like a very small amount of their damage, or of their health is damage. Oh, did we actually get a hold of these horses? Holy cow, maybe the poison let me get a hold of them? Okay, right here, right here, right here. Ignore those.
It is done. Very well.
Get over here. Let's get over here, kill those. Yeah, so these zombies have locked them up for so long. Alright, let's get over here. It's just taken like 3 Spirit Leeches and there's been 4 units on these guys like the entire time. Like we have them completely surrounded, including with Crypt Horrors. I think that's perfectly fine. That seems pretty balanced to me. It's just a good sort of, it's a reasonable counter to armor at this point, I think. Guys, get over here, deal with that. Okay, let's get these guys in the back, actually. What are these? I don't know. Like over here. Sure, we'll heal them up. She's not gonna be able to get him that far, I don't think. I need to kill him, but whatever. Do we kill the Lord? I don't know what they're fighting. These guys are probably almost out of ammo, right? I don't know how much. They might get bonus ammo as legendary. I have no idea. So these guys are just chasing. That's fine. Just run away. Charge in there. Gosh, these stupid pistols. Okay, get... Okay, we did get him, so he rallied, ran back in, and now we're gonna kill him.
Living will join us.
Got him.
We are the new
Oh, that was their faction leader. Cool. See, a lot of my important units aren't really getting that hurt. These Black Knights are getting a little dinged up. Let's go ahead and get a heal on them. No, I need to be using that more. Are they still firing at me while they're retreating? Yeah, see, that worked out pretty well. So, zombies definitely got banged up. But this is why, I mean, we have massive replenishment also, so it's not a huge deal. These units are really hurt, and we can always just make more zombies. It's not a huge deal. Where is he? Let's get down here and run some stuff down. We'll speed this up. Come on. I need to, like, figure out a way to disable that to where it stops telling me every time one of my friends is on Steam. I'm not friends with a lot of my friends on Steam that I occasionally play games with. So it doesn't pop up too often. It's just like the same couple of people over and over again. But yeah, let's get over here, deal with this. Kill as many as possible. I don't think they're going to get to run, but once again, I just want to get the money, get the kills, speed it up even more. So I always want to take that extra 30 seconds or whatever, even if it's just like max speed. Why can't I click on anyone? Just to, you know, get that extra 100 gold or whatever from killing another 100 people. So why not? I mean, think about how many fights that I've fought in this campaign. I've probably fought at least 30, if not more, maybe 50 fights. And, you know, if I'm getting 100 gold every time by running these people down at the end, just, it doesn't sound like a lot, but over 50 fights, that's 5,000 gold right now. I mean, that's a third of my net worth right now. Yeah, Pistoliers basically did everything. Actually, those swordmen did some serious work. That must have been over there, where I sent those zombies. So you see, I just sent like 2 zombies over there, and I locked up like 6 units. It just took them forever to hack through those zombies. Oh, the dead rise again. Get a couple more zombies. Good cash. Let's see what our options are. And it looks like all of them are dead, so that's good. Well, that was the faction leader, and that means it's probably their strongest army, which means I should be able to push forward and start taking a lot of that territory, potentially. And if I sack it, I'm going to cause public order problems. Could just occupy it. It's going to cause some problems too, but as occupy is fine. It's not really worth enough. This also lets me complete the province.
More sleep.
So look at that replenishment. That is awesome. So I'd say that's worth it, you know. Yeah, they took it. I didn't have any buildings here anyways, though, and it let me wipe out one of the core armies. Bard Nightmare. Okay, so this guy hasn't committed yet to going too far. He's only level 11. You still want the hunger. That's just a really good 1-point wonder. Now I'm wondering if I should go for this or if I should go for... I think I go for Unliving Host first. I mean, that's just so good. Yeah, the zombies aren't traditionally there to do damage, but I mean, if you can double the amount of damage they can do with just 3 points, seems pretty good. Pretty good. Of course, this casualty replenishment is really nice also. Extra growth is pretty serious too, although I don't really need it because I can't build anything right now. I think getting this is probably where I want to be. We do already have a ton of replenishment. I think I'm just going this. We're going to go this first, then we'll probably go Undying Horde. We'll pick up the Fellsteed when we can. And we might grab Devastating Charge. Or we'll probably go over here and grab all this stuff. I think just grabbing all the stuff in the red tree is probably better than going over here. Because these really aren't that great. I mean, they're okay. 30% hit points. You don't need a lot of hit points though because you replenish so much. In the fight, you already heal so much, and you're not really designed to do a ton of damage. You're just supposed to sit there and just face tank stuff and have some magic. Yeah, I thought this was going to be good because it's allies in range, 100 meters, but it's one ally. It should say ally. I guess it's target ally, and then it says affects allies in range. So it's a little misleading in the way that it's worded, but if you don't see that extra, like, whatever it's called, let me see. If you don't see the effect range, 45 meters or whatever, that means it's single target, and most single target stuff is bad. So yeah, I think we'll get this, and then we'll probably go for Undying Horde next. Devastating Charge is still very nice, though. Especially once I get that flying mount. Okay, so that's done. How are we looking on time here? Are we over? Yeah, of course, we're way over. Right? Yeah, we're a little bit over. So that's okay. I think that's a pretty good place to stop. So we'll get a lot of replenishment here. We'll get most of our units back. I mean, all we really lost was zombies. I mean, it gave us a Pyrrhic victory, quote-unquote, but we didn't lose anything of consequence. I mean, all of these Black Knights are going to be healed next turn. You know, these guys are all healed. Now, let me see. Replenish 72, 27. Okay, so... yeah, so we didn't really lose anything, honestly, because all of it's going to heal. So, perfectly fine with that trade. And then we're just going to send one army up here. We're going to send one army over here to deal with this rebellion that's coming up. And then we'll use both of these armies together to push out and hopefully start gaining some of this territory. Chaos is up here somewhere. Yeah, they're in here, but they still haven't taken down the Kislev stuff yet. So they're a little slow on the process here. I mean, in the Empire campaign, I think we're on turn 40, and they're already like all over my stuff in here. Chaos are. So that campaign's crazy. I mean, this is a pretty crazy fun campaign too, but that one, there's a lot of tomfoolery going on in there from the AI. But it's a pretty good one if you want to check that out. It's one of the more popular ones. Vampire counts, I think, just aren't as popular because they get a bad rap because people just abuse the magic. At least in patch 1. You know, the first patch 1.0, they definitely abused it. Spirit Leech was super powerful, and I just remember watching one of my favorite streamers that I won't name here. I've loved his stuff in the past, but in that one he was just like Spirit Leech spam, and he would just run away and just keep spirit leeching and running away, and he would just like use his Vargolf and hit things and run away and regenerate, and he just had like all of these very gamey kind of tactics, and I think it just left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. He's a very popular streamer in terms of vampire counts. Everyone thought they were just very cheesy, sleazy, you know, magic based, just not very much fun. But as you can see, if you made it this far in the campaign, there's a lot of diversity. Like, I used a lot of different kinds of units. There's different kinds of tactics you can use. There's different ways you can use magic. And I don't think any of it's particularly overpowered. At least not the way that I use it. And yeah, we've had some of the best fights that I've had in any campaign have happened in this campaign. I mean, there's been some really, really good ones. Like that one where it was just the Lord fighting 5 things at the end. That was really epic and fun. We've had a lot of good fights in this campaign, so I like the vampire counts. If you made it this far in the campaign, I assume you probably do too, but you know, just get the word out. If you have some friends or there's some other people that are like, oh, vampires, whatever, you just cheese with them to win. You know, there's a little bit more to them than that, so. Okay, that's going to be it for this episode, though. Thank you very much for watching. I think we're starting to finally clear out some of the riffraff here. Hopefully we can start pushing forward and getting some of this territory while these guys with these border princes are really hurt. Whoa, hold on. Why is stuff burned over here? Are the orcs just burning it? That seems weird to me. I'm wondering if the Chaos factions come up down here. Because in the past, in some of my orcs, orc and dwarf campaigns, Chaos will just like roll up on boats here and just like start just slaughtering everything around turn like 50 or 60. That hasn't happened yet in the Greenskin and dwarf campaigns, spoiler alert, but it might happen soon. Those are very interesting, good campaigns too. You should definitely check those out. But anyways, that's going to be it for this campaign. Thank you very much for watching. If you do watch this campaign, check out the other ones. We have legendary campaigns going for everything except for Chaos. We will do Chaos soon, I hope. But with 5 campaigns going right now, it's just a lot to try to keep up with. But we'll get Chaos going pretty soon. We also have League of Legends. If you've ever played League or thought about it, or you just like watching it sometimes, we have some good fun content going on there where I try to get to Diamond by playing support every single game. So we do it with just good, intelligent, strategic thinking and things that you can apply to your own game. It's not like, you know, I'm faker and I have these crazy reflexes, or it's things that you can't do. All of these are things that you can do if you play League to implement to help with your own game. They're all very realistic. So even if you don't play support, just learning a little bit more about the strategy and the critical thinking that goes into really good League play, or at least decent League play, I think is really helpful and really fun. It just makes the experience a lot better. So anyways, do check that out if you're interested. Even if you don't support, there's a lot of good stuff in there. If you do support, it's a gold mine, I think. There's not a lot of support stuff on YouTube. But yeah, and if you watch, you know, more content on this channel, consider liking, subscribing, telling your friends, leaving comments. Anything you can do to interact with the videos just helps out a ton, and I greatly appreciate it. It helps other people find the channel who might not otherwise know that I exist, and they can get the same kind of joy that I hope you get out of watching these videos. So, I really appreciate it, and so do they. Alright, thank you very much, and I hope to see you next episode. Have a wonderful evening. Maybe have a wonderful evening. Can we get out, or is this going to force us to keep playing? What is going on here? Can we do that one? Okay, it's been kind of bugging out lately. So, okay, now we're done. Thanks. Bye.